Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to go through my school supplies with you guys. I filmed this video last year for you, so if you want to see what school supplies we used last year, go check that one out. But if you haven't seen it, I keep a school supply bin so that I can save money on school supplies, and I like to shop for most of my school supplies after the school season ends when everything goes on sale. So if I see notebooks, binders, pens, pencils, all the essential stuff that I know we'll need, I will pick it up when it's on clearance and then I put it into these bins. So I have a giant bin where I keep like binders and notebooks and stuff, and then I have this bin for like our pencils and all of that good stuff. And then I also have a ton of supplies that we used last year that we didn't use up that we can use in the coming years. So if you're interested in seeing what's in my school supply bins and what we plan to use for the next school year, just keep on watching. First, I wanted to go ahead and show you guys, I'm really excited. I actually created a homeschool record book and I published it on Amazon, so I will leave the link below if you guys are interested. This is what it looks like. It says "Today I Learned," and I created this because, as I mentioned, we are moving, and in the state that we currently live in, the regulations were very relaxed. There wasn't a lot of record keeping necessary, and so where we're going, it's actually not like that. You do have to keep some sort of records. So I created this to keep myself organized, and I figured other people might be able to use it as well. So I will go ahead and show you really quick. I just did a lesson plan overview in the front where you put all of your school information, what's required, what subjects are required, and then I have a section down here for extracurricular activities or co-ops. Where we're going, we actually need an umbrella, so I'm going to put like my umbrella's information there. And then I've got a section right here for notes to like plan out whatever like unit studies we want to do or anything like that. And then there's a whole section here for attendance where I have all of the different months and the days of the month, and I have enough room in there. You can either check it, or I'm probably going to put like the amount of hours we do a day maybe, because I'm pretty sure where we're going we have to keep track of hours, so that's how I'm going to use it. And then I have a section with 12 blank undated calendars. This is just so I can plan out field trips, events, classes, co-ops, whenever we have tests required, our little, like, we do reviews. We're gonna have to do reviews, so I put my reviews in here. And then I have this section, which is the main section of the book, and it has a spot for the date, the subjects, what you've accomplished, what you need to follow up on, tasks and assignments, and a check mark. And so for me, I think this will be really helpful because I was thinking every single day, let me backtrack a little bit. I used a planner last year and I was able to plan out some stuff, but for me personally, it's only our second year homeschooling, but I find it kind of hard to plan out everything that we do. And a lot of times, even if I had stuff planned out, things would change and we would end up doing something else. So since where I'm going, we do have to meet certain subjects and certain requirements, I thought that this would be a good way to track on a daily basis what subjects we did and what we did that day for that subject. So I can use this as a planner if I want. Like if I know for math we're going to do addition or something, I can plan that out. But like if we do something else, I can put that in my accomplishments section, and then say we're doing addition in math and my daughter's not picking it up, or there's something specific we went over that I think we could go over some more, I could put that in the follow-up section, and so that the next day I know we need to work on that, and then I can go back weekly or monthly or however I want to do it and look at my follow-up and tasks and everything and make sure we've met those goals or done those, so that I can make sure that we're on track. So that's kind of how I'm planning on using this. And then I also did put a section in the back right here. I don't know if you can see it, but it is a reading log. So it has the date, title, and pages read, because that is something that we will definitely be doing is reading. And then I just have a section back here for notes. So like I said, this is on Amazon, and I will link it down below. I'm really excited to start using this. I think this will be very nice and convenient because it'll have the majority of the stuff I need for my reviews, and then at the end of the year I can just take this book with whatever samples of work that we have, and I can literally flip to any day of the year and show what we did, what we needed to work on. I can put any notes I want in here, and then I can show examples of work to go with it. And there are spots for 180 days worth of logs, which for us, that's how many days we are required to homeschool. So that is the first thing I have. And then we'll go ahead and jump into the stuff that I have left over from last year. So actually yesterday I went through all of these supplies, well, the ones we used last year, and I made sure all the markers worked, all the colored pencils were broken, the markers, made sure the markers worked, the pens, all that stuff. So we've got our eraser that still works fine, so we'll be keeping that. And then we've got a ton of Expo markers in here. All of these work. I checked them yesterday, so we're good on Expo markers for now. I did also buy a box of black Expo markers. If you saw my what I got for school so far video a few weeks ago, I did get a big box of black Expo markers, but I got those specifically for me because these markers, although they work, the tips are all flat because my daughter likes to squish them. So these will be great for her to use. And then I'll have my Expo markers. Like I said, I went through all of our colored pencils. So these are all the colored pencils we had that aren't broken. And I went through our markers, and these are all the markers we have left that still write. So we're actually pretty good on colored pencils and markers, so I'm not gonna have to worry about that. I also have a box here with Sharpies, and this box, so this is all of our crayons that we used mostly last year, but there were some already in here that are all broken, so she can still use these, but I do have some new boxes that we'll probably open once we start school. My plan with these broken ones is actually once it gets hotter next year, we're going to do an activity where we take the papers off and we're going to leave it outside and let it melt from the sun and use like cookie cutters to make new crayons. So you can let it melt and then pour it into cookie cutters, and then you let it set, and then you'll have new crayons. So that's my plan for these, so I'm just going to save these for now. And then I also have this box of pens, and again, I checked them all, they all work, so there are a lot of pens in here. I did not realize until I started going through everything how many school supplies we already have out, and I really don't think we're going to need to open any new packages or anything. I guess it's kind of a good thing we're moving because it forced me to go through a lot of stuff. And then this was our little caddy. We actually had 2 of these, and they were packed full of stuff. So I've got a box that was already open of pencils we can use. Like I said, we've got some crayons, we've got some colors, and some colors of the world. I've got some chalk in here, my stapler and staples. I've got a ton of staples actually. And then we've got some scissors. I've got some for me, some for my daughter. We've got some glue in here, regular glue, and a glue stick. I have a hole punch, some tape, and we have a Texas Instrument calculator. This is a more basic calculator, and then this is a graphing calculator, so my son will probably use this year. So that, oh, and then we also have a ruler and an eraser, some pencils. We have some pencils in there, and then a bunch of highlighters. So like I said, we have pretty much everything I think we'll need. Once we go through these boxes, if anything catches my eye, I'll grab it, but for the most part, I'm pretty happy with the amount of supplies we still have from last year. So that's everything we'll be able to use. So now let's go ahead and get into my boxes. So again, in this little one, we've got colored pencils. I have this whole, actually I can add these in here. I have this whole bin or bag of colored pencils, regular pencils. There's a lot. I've even got some like mechanical pencils in there. So I'm gonna have to pull some of those out for my son. We've got some more pens, but like I said, we've got a whole box of pens, so I'm not gonna take any out right now. We've got some more pens. We've got some highlighters. We've got some more glue and glue sticks. We've got a bunch of rulers. I don't know why we have this many rulers, but we do. And then I have a huge bag of crayons. I don't think I need anything from that bin. Okay, so for the big bin, we have binders and notebooks. Let me see if I can show you guys. I've got them all in here. We have a ton, which is really nice because my son he's in 8th grade this year and he's starting to need more binders and stuff. So we've got that covered. We've got some really big binders, and then we've got some like 1-inch binders. I also have a ton of paper, which we will probably have to take some of that out of here. And then we have some binder, what are these called? I can't remember. Dividers. We have some dividers. We've got quite a few packs of dividers. We have a lot of folders. I have a ton of these like paper ones, which I'm not super excited about. When my son went into 6th grade, on his school supply sheet, they said they wanted like 4 of each color, and they had the colors all listed out, so we did it. And then once he got to school, come to find out they didn't actually need them, so we have a ton of paper folders, and they're really not my favorite because they rip so easily. But we do have some folders like this as well. Like this UB brand is really good. I like it. It holds up really well. That's more like this like plasticky material that I like because it holds up. I was actually I'm kind of excited I went through here because I was going to get them pencil bags, but it looks like we already got them. So this is just like a pink sparkly pencil bag that I'm going to take out for my daughter. That'll be perfect, especially with us moving. I'm trying to get this stuff all organized now because my plan is they actually will be starting school here before we move, so they need their supplies anyways, but I'm going to get their backpacks all set up so that when we move, we can just fill their backpacks with their school stuff, and we have that with us when we move. And then I've got like this black one. It's got like a pouch down here and a pouch on the top for my son. I've got a book cover in here. A lot of the stuff is actually, I even have stuff from when like I was in school. Like this. This is from when I was in college, and I have no idea if we're ever going to need it, but I remember having to buy it. It was like to take tests. The teacher would put the test on the projector, and you would have to do the answers with this remote. So yeah, I have that in here. And then I have 3 more calculators. This is just like a really basic calculator, and then we've got a few more Texas Instrument calculators that I don't want to get rid of because I know how expensive they are, and I'm hoping when my son needs them that he'll be able to use these ones, but I guess we will see. So that is everything. Oh, and then I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 notebooks, just spiral notebooks, that I actually will probably take some of these out for my kids. And then I have composition notebooks. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. So I think we're pretty set on school supplies. It's really nice having these bins, honestly, because I don't have to rush to the store and try to get the supplies we need. My daughter, we homeschool my daughter, so that's not a big deal because I can go anytime and get what I need for her. But my son is in public school and they just gave us the school list, and it's so nice to just be able to go to my closet, grab my bins, and shop my own bins. And then if there's like a couple random things I need to get, I can just grab those when I need to. So that is everything in my supply bins. I think we're pretty set for the year. Okay, so I actually did just remember something else that I have. So when I was going through the stuff that we already had, I found some worksheets and resources. I made a binder last year for my daughter, and I wasn't going to make one again this year until we figured out what we were doing, but I decided there were a couple resources that she could use this year too, so I just put them all in this binder. So she's got a ruler in here. These are some worksheets that we didn't do last year that we're going to do this year, so I put those in this little sheet protector. This is something I printed off online last year, and I put them in sheet protectors, and then it was kind of a way for us to keep attendance every day. At the end of the day, she would put a sticker on here, and we had one for quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, and quarter 4. And then we knew when the year was over. I also put on here what day the 100th day of school is. Well, we know because they're numbered. So like the 100th day of school, like when we get close, I knew when that was coming up. So it came in pretty handy, and it was a nice visual, especially for my daughter. I'm going to be keeping track of attendance in the record book that I showed you guys, but she really likes to do the stickers. So I just got new sheet protectors and took the sheets out, put them in new sheet protectors so we can put stickers on it again this year. And then this was her spelling list that I printed off, and I got these from the workbook that we're going to be using. So I put that into this binder. I've got a little chart in here that's counting to 50. I'm going to print off another chart that's 50 to 100 to put in here as well. I'll put it on the back. And then she's got like basic shapes. Okay, this is a reward system we were using. It's just this little star chart, and she was putting little stickers on, and then every time she would finish a row of stars, she got a reward, which my reward bag isn't here either. I can show you guys that too. But I think that's it for this binder. And then I had a bunch of stickers. So these are the stickers we were using to mark off that little attendance chart that I showed you. These are actually stickers that came in a planner that I bought, but she loves stickers, so I figured we could use those this year. This is for attendance. And then I have some little Dr. Seuss stickers. So that is what is currently in her binder. I'm going to add paper to this and probably a folder, and then she'll be good to go for the beginning of the year. I'm going to go grab our reward bag real quick and show you what we had left from our reward bag. This is what's left of our rewards. The way we did it last year is we had different colored stickers, and depending on how many, we had like reward tickets, so depending on how many reward tickets you had, determined what sticker item you could get. So it was kind of like spending money, because I'm trying to do like, I wanted her to kind of get a concept of like money and working for the things that you get, I guess. I don't know, but that's why there's stickers on some of these. So I just have picked up a bunch of stuff throughout last year, either from dollar store, Target. Just if I saw random things I thought she'd like, I'd grab it. So we've got like a little birdhouse. These all came from Dollar Tree. They're just random little wooden shapes and bugs and owls that she can paint. I've got some little tattoos that were actually left over from Halloween. We had them in our trick-or-treat bag outside with the candy, and some of them were left over at the end, so I put those in there. There's this little set of index cards. There's a random toothbrush in here, erasers. I put some school supplies in here, so there's like a thing of glue, some erasers, because my kids will go through these like crazy. Like my daughter loves using glue sticks. She loves gluing things together, but she would go through our glue sticks so fast we wouldn't have them for school. So I put them in the reward bin. That way she'll like get the idea like she needs to calm down, or else she's gonna have to use her reward tickets to get more glue. And then I've got a couple books in here. So I have this little Goldilocks book and this little Animal Kids book, and then there are a couple sticker packs. So that's what we have left in our reward bin. So these will probably be what we start the year out as far as rewards go. And I think that's pretty much it for our school supplies for this year. Especially for the time being, I do not want to go out and get any more than what the bare minimum is that we need until we move, because we do not need anything else that we will have to move with us. And I think what we have is the perfect amount to start the year. Like, there's nothing I can think of that I need to run out right now and go get. So hopefully this was helpful for you guys. If you guys enjoyed it, please be sure to give the video a thumbs up. Like I said, this planner will be linked down below, or the record book. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys in the next one.